1, go. Hello. Welcome to today's live stream. Nova says hi.
She does.
Viral hits will instantly go up. Thank you for joining the ClearanceJobs content team. We are super excited. We are 1 month away. We're not stressed about it at all from ClearanceJobs Connect, the largest, best, only conference for the national security hiring space. If you are out and about, please join us. Say hi in the chat. We would love to hear from you. Love to know who's out there. And if you have any questions about Connect October 3rd at the Hyatt Regency Reston Town Center. I believe a link was in the show notes here. We will certainly add one and drop it into the chat. Join us for Connect. You do not want to miss this conference. It's bigger and better every year. I'm super excited for Bob Sharp, also Art Daly, also who else? Somebody is like, is this all Phoebe? Are you? No?
She's got some like groovy lighting happening.
My mic is muted. That's not me.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's probably my neighbor's dog. Work from home people. I don't know what they're doing out there. They're like blowing leaves and
yeah, a leaf blower. That's a quintessential let's go live and have a leaf blower on the screen. Because I was like, what is somebody's like it's on full throttle. We're all it's an exciting
here
today.
And I have groovy lighting because I'm pulling up the link to register for Connect. So I will drop that in the chat.
Fantastic. So again, we hope you're joining us live wherever streaming platform you're at. We're excited to be live with you talking about ClearanceJobs Connect. If you've been at ClearanceJobs Connect before, definitely shoot us a message. Let us know here. We have an amazing lineup of speakers. A lot of great folks who participate. So we can't wait. Oh, reserve your seat. Is that that's the special link? Reserve your seat. I don't even know. We're figuring this out as we go on channels.
It is. It brings you down to when you click register, it brings you down to the bottom of the page and it has a special link of reserve your seat, which is pretty fancy. Yeah.
That's good. So you can get the full agenda. If you do a drop down, you can pull out the agenda there and find it. So I always have folks saying like, where is the agenda? I think because it's a drop down, they don't always see it. So we do have somebody's like, when is the agenda? It's there. The full agenda is there. We have the morning session where we're all together. I kind of love that feeling. I love the vibe of having a whole group of people in a room talking, connecting, communicating. And then we split up into breakout rooms in the afternoon. Katie, do you want to walk through, since you lead that recruiting track in the afternoon? This is geared towards tactical recruiters, but also because we have those security tracks in the afternoon, you can get ISP credits this year. So we're hoping to get more security practitioners in the room, C-suite in the room. For the record, there's a lot of high-level folks. So if you are wanting your executive team to actually understand what the cleared recruiting environment is like, because it's a one-day conference, because it's in Reston, I think this is a great opportunity. So Katie, what are some of those afternoon tracks?
yeah. I'm excited to be a part of the entire afternoon. So we are going to be hosting a panel on employer branding. I know that recruiters are sourcing, they're going through applications, they are conducting interviews, phone screens, sometimes extending offers and coordinating with HR, but we've been throwing employer branding at you. And so this panel is really going to focus on, the bridge between your Marcom teams, how to build that recruiter brand to really engage passive talent and kind of set yourself apart from other recruiters in this industry. So I'm really looking forward to that one. We also are going to be hosting, I've heard from so many recruiters that they don't use AI in their process, which I think is crazy. So we're going to be hosting a panel on using AI in your recruiting, maybe a little bit about AI jobs. We're also going to be hearing from Eric Eversole, the president of Hiring Our Heroes, is coming back. But we're going to be holding a panel with him and another recruiter who has stood up skill bridge programs. So that's going to have a lot of, it's going to hit folks with a lot of knowledge on why they need to stand one up and actually how to do that and get buy-in from leadership. And so it's going to be a missing one, or I think I missed. Oh, how to get a response from a candidate. I know that ghosting is on both sides of the recruiting process, so that's going to be another really great one. So, and can I talk about our awards? The new awards we're doing? Yeah. We're going to have our Secret Squirrel Awards to the recruiters on ClearanceJobs.com that are, really setting themselves apart. We're going to have awards for those folks. So I'm really excited about that. Yep. And we have beautiful accolades we will be handing out. So it's going to be fun. I'm stoked.
They're pretty. And there's going to be a code. And I found out I was able to get a coupon code. Am I dating myself? What are they called? A promo code? A coupon. I'm a sucker for the coupons, ladies. So a code. If you are listening now and you want to register, we're encouraging folks to register today. I know it's a one-day conference. You're inclined to say, hey, I'll just register the day before. But I have catering menus to figure out. So if you go today, you can get $100 off your ticket registration with the code Secret Squirrel. So hashtag all caps. I don't know if the caps matter. I don't know. All caps. We'll say all caps. Secret Squirrel. Hashtag Secret Squirrel. Put that promo code in. It is live right now if you want to register for Connect today. So today and today only. Although we might keep it up because I might forget to take it down. But, we gotta shout out for the people who search for the promo codes. $100 off your registration, because we would love to make sure that we get folks registered as we get close to a month out, so we can plan accordingly. It is a high energy event. It is a great networking event. Stephanie commented there. I'd love to see her there. We have amazing speakers there. And it's big enough, I think, that you feel like you're a part of a community when you're there, but small enough that I find you can talk to the speakers. You can get questions answered. It's a good blend, I think. I'm super biased, but of tactical, like we want people to walk away with tips, like Katie said, how to improve, getting a message rate from a candidate, but also like big picture. So having Bob Sharp come kind of talk to the importance of talent, energizing the group and community with that. Evan Lesser, founder and president of Clearance Jobs, is going to be there. We're going to have a Clearance Jobs help desk set up all day. So all day long at Connect, if you have questions about your Clearance Jobs account, you can get them answered. And in the afternoon, we also have a breakout in the afternoon where you can join and you can actually, participate in getting like master classes from the folks who really are in the Clearance Jobs platform every day. So I know like using Clearance Jobs well is a key thing. I want to emphasize that this conference has that, but it also has a lot of things that aren't about the Clearance Jobs product. So even if you're like, hey, Clearance Jobs, never heard of her. I mean, who would say that? But if that's you, you can certainly join the conversation. You can certainly join the happenings that are happening at Connect and still be a part of it. If you're just in the cleared recruiting space and you haven't used Clearance Jobs before, we definitely want folks to participate and engage there. And we'll have copies of the cleared recruiting guide, Jill. So shout out. Thanks for writing that one.
Well, thanks for everybody who responded to it. It's what gives us all our data to build that. So it's great to see that everybody coming together to build what's not out there elsewhere in the industry. So
I was going to say, I so wish the cleared recruiting guide was out when I was a recruiter. I mean, it is just loaded with info.
Yeah.
And that's come with a list of questions too. I think there's some things, how to prep for a conference, I think is big. I tend to fly by the seat of my pants. This is going to be a shock to you.
Same.
But if I was a different person, I would say, I would check out the agenda, kind of map out what you want to attend, what you want to learn from. If you're coming with a group, again, we're really trying to encourage folks, don't come alone. So that's why you use the promo code, again, Secret Squirrel. You can get $100 off. Bring more of your team. So we'd love to see folks come together, because if you have a security officer there and a recruiter there, you can break off different tracks in the afternoon. The more people you have, kind of the more content you can get out of it, the more collaboration, because you attend the same session. And I love this about going to a conference. This is what I kind of missed back when I used to do professional development and I just wasn't drowning in work. But when you used to do that, then it was you would go to a conference with other people and you would each get something different out of it. You would have a different takeaway. You would be at the same session. You'd be like, man, I don't know why everybody's talking about Taylor Swift and how the CIA saved Taylor Swift. I didn't get that from the Intel Summit. Who knows? Everybody's searching for different headlines at a conference. So it's fun to see what's out there. Phoebe, like, was last year your first Connect? I can't actually remember. What is time?
It was. I think I was like 3 months on the job, like at most. So I'm very excited to be here for the whole process from start to finish. It's going to be awesome. I moderated a panel last year. I learned so much about the cleared recruiting space, and yeah, I'm ready. Flight is booked, hotel is booked. I'm ready.
Yeah. So yeah, join now. If I think we still have some hotel rooms for that night, the night of Connect. So if you're coming in and you need a place to stay, take advantage of that while it's still there. Again, we have a limited number in our room blocks. So you can stay at the Hyatt Regency that night. The last time I checked, we did have some for the night of Connect for folks who are looking to join. So definitely, again, participate, engage, show up. We would love to see folks at Connect. The cleared recruiting space is super important. And I think recruiting does not get invested in. Again, I'm speaking in Katie's lane a little bit, but I feel like my sense of it is like, it's really hard to justify the time. So we try to keep the price point low. Again, it's a 1-day conference. It's sometimes hard to get that time away, even if you're in the DC metro, but sometimes it's easier to justify when you're local there. So taking the time, setting aside a day to really invest in yourself, your professional development, networking with other coworkers and colleagues. There's just a ton of value in that. So we encourage folks to make the use case. We have, for government agencies who want to join, we have the form at the bottom where you can, what is it? What's the name of the form?
Fill it out. Oh, oh man.
The SF something, not
SF
SFO.
something.
It's a form. But for government agency, you have to submit a form, right? Paperwork. But I would say even if you're private sector, that form can also be somewhat helpful, I think, for a justification to say, hey, this is kind of been, stamp of approval. This is what we're getting out of this training, sending it up the chain. Again, those ISP credits should help, and the SHRM credits kind of justify to say, hey, there's actually credit building capacity here. We're doing this conference, and there's going to be something that we can build ourselves professionally with what we're learning at Connect, help justify the case to your management. If you need other things, letters, resources, things to help you justify the cost of Connect, certainly reach out. Editor at ClearanceJobs. We would love to get feedback on what we can do to help you make the case for your attendance at Connect. I know, Katie, what are your thoughts on that? How, if you're as a recruiter, how do you justify Connect to your supervisor?
Well, it's really tough. I mentioned all those things that recruiters are, kind of in the trenches doing, and going to an event that's maybe not a job fair is hard to make the case for. But all of the information that you are going to be taking away, and I think even just making the connections with other recruiters, I know that it's a very competitive industry. But it's really good to have a group of recruiters kind of in your corner when you do have those hard to fill positions that you can kind of lean on, even for their candidate pipelines, if they're willing to share those. So I think the connections you're going to make, the information that you're going to gather, and really just feeling kind of rejuvenated and inspired and ready to hit the ground running when you do get back to the office or home office. So taking the time away to read articles, look at content, go to conferences like this, I think is just as important as, doing that outreach to candidates, conducting those phone screens. So that's my take.
I think just kind of going from that to just coming off of some sessions last week at INSO's Intel Summit, where we session on the future of the national security workforce. And talking about really, we want remote work, the technology has to get there, the policies have to change. And that's one of the things that a lot of recruiters actually, are working towards and saying they're coming up against. But you really have to highlight the mission. And what I love about the morning, it's great to get in the weeds, not in the weeds, it's not in the weeds, but kind of go through some of the different specific issues you come up against, as you go through the conference. But those first few sessions, especially, to hear from Bob Sharp, is just to set that tone of, working in national security, get people excited about the mission. That's a hard job, I think, as a recruiter too, so to be reminded of that, and to see other people out there in the trenches with you, I think you really have to be there for that.
Yeah, it's a good venting sesh, if anything else. just to
Yeah.
like hear that other people are experiencing the same issues that you are, and it's not you. It's just sometimes the nature of the beast. So
Right.
But there are no primal screams, I promise. There is only tactical, like we're moving the ball forward here, people. We might be pushing a boulder, but we're pushing it all together. And I think that's what's great about getting in a room like this is you see there are other people are pushing the boulder with you. We're not just going to stand around and say, man, it's really tough. Like, how do we get this done? We're really kind of collectively joining forces. I think it's a great opportunity for program managers to be engaged and involved too. So I think sometimes they're actually involved in the hiring process. So for them to know, what the process actually looks like. Again, given the cleared recruiting guide too, that's what we pass out physical copies at Connect. And part of this thing, hopefully the recruiters there have already got a digital copy of it, but that's something you can take back, set it on your CEO's desk, give it to the C-suite, hand it to a program manager there. Let them know that there are, this is what the landscape looks like. This is how long it takes to make a hire. This is why we really need to be proactive and move quickly and get people through the door. There's just not always that understanding. It's a very, recruiters know, but not always everybody outside this space. So what I love again about Connect is that if you're a tactical recruiter, 100% for you, but we try to also make it a place where, again, you can bring your security officer, bring your program manager, bring somebody else in the company along with you to see and engage and know what's going on. So we still have sponsorships available. So wanted to do a shout out for that. If you want to have your logo and really be all in and invest in what the community is doing, reach out. That information is also on the site there. So definitely engage and check that out. I know somebody posted in the comments they wanted to know about TIA certifications. I'm not sure, but come to Connect maybe, and they will let you know. I know that's the top certifications. White papers are next one coming up, so check that out. It's a teaser to that. You can check that out. I don't think that AI is necessarily going to replace the need for certifications. I think it just enhances it. But we do have new certifications as a result of AI out there, so it's the next step.
that's your hot take.
That's my hot take. I always try to reply to the comments even when they're completely unrelated. I mean, some of them not, but if they're somewhat related, a little bit related, I get it. It's clearance jobs. You're like, I'm going to ask all of my clearance questions that I've ever had. We do say that we are happy to answer all clearance questions, and we do our best. If you go to news.clearancejobs.com, that's what Jill is doing every day, is imagining all the different questions people could come up with about the clearance process and coming up with answers. So you can visit us at Clearance Jobs, get those answers, but come to Connect. There is like a lot of value in the in-person networking. I think post-COVID, things were shut down for a while, and I see how with events ramping back up, we have so much going on. There is something unique about being in the room, networking and engaging that brings a lot of value. So again, worth making that investment of time. Again, promo code Secret Squirrel, hashtag Secret Squirrel will get you $100 off of your ticket. So definitely check it out. Participate, join. It's going to be a great way to engage. And if you're a recruiter, again, to get that proactive information about cleared recruiting, cleared hiring process, I think you will come away from the conference with probably a handful, I hope, of ideas to help you improve your clearance process, your cleared hiring process, regardless of what you happen to do or what function you're in. Is there anything I missed or we didn't talk about, ladies?
I'm excited. We have a great morning that day and great breakouts. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Me too.
That's right. Sorry, you shouldn't read YouTube comments at the same time.
No,
never read the comments. It's always exciting. We love the comments, but don't read the comments. Yeah. Trying to do a live event, so that's why they have people waiting in the wings to read the comments. But content team, we're all in. We're all in for you for our live event to provide information about Connect. It's 1 month away. You don't want to miss it. Definitely check it out. Come to Connect. Again, the link we posted here. So if you missed it, check it out. Come to Connect. We are excited to see everybody there. We want to fill the room. We are officially 1 month out. So now is the time. If you've been waiting, if you're waiting for the time, you're waiting for the justification, you're waiting to know, check out the agenda, check out all the credits we have, check out all the opportunities. We would love to have you and see you at Connect. So again, thank you, content team, for all of your work. There is a ton of work happening behind the scenes to put this event together. And that's why I think we're stoked about it coming up, but we're also like a little tired because we're thinking about, oh my goodness, October is like
Tomorrow.
it is. It's also like a legit month for the content team. It's not like we get to take the month off from all the other things we have to do. So we're still writing white papers and doing content and podcasts and all of this. Yes, you can check out the recording afterwards. These recordings, everything on the internet always
Everywhere.
is on Cheers. You can check out the recordings. You can check out what you missed. But again, if you have ideas for us for Connect, send them in if you need those justifications or use cases. But I think if you come, you will not be disappointed. I think our feedback, our participation surveys every year show that it's really a value add conference, something unique in the space and something we're really excited to be able to offer to the community because we really love our Clearance Jobs community over at Clearance Jobs. So there's a link to the event. All the people join late. This is why people tell you so long in the live events. People come in at the end. You're like, gosh, I'm so tired. Michael, I love you. I love you, Michael, but I'm just tired. Nobody wants to hear me talk anymore. They're going to talk in circles. When you watch those other live recordings, right? The YouTube people.
They're on YouTube. They live on LinkedIn forever. You will, as soon as this ends, you'll be able to watch it again.
Yep.
So, and the link click on the link. The link is at the bottom.
Check out.
Yep.
We'll post it. We should post it again. I'll do it one more time.
It's in the description. It's in the chat, but we will definitely be posting that link everywhere.
Yes. One more time, so you don't have to scroll. I was gonna say just scroll through the comments. No, don't. Just check out that link right there. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us today. Thank you, content team. I love you all. Goodbye. Bye.